issues happening around us that tend to shape the destiny of our country and our lives. I need a person with those issues and their impacts. Join Insights Bible on K1 FM. Even informative and interactive, thought-provoking and stimulating political talk show that makes it deep into the political, social, economic, and developmental issues and bring them accurate, balanced, and credible analysis as well as reports from across the counties. This is Insights Bible with your host, Morrison Jackson Brown from Mondays to Fridays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on K1 FM. Enjoy that message. There are issues happening around us that tend to shape the destiny of our country and our lives. I need a person with those issues and their impacts. Join Insights Bible on K1 FM. Even informative and interactive, thought-provoking and stimulating political talk show that makes it deep into the political, social, economic, and developmental issues and bring them free, accurate, balanced, and credible analysis as well as from across other counties. This is Insights Bible with your host, Morrison Jackson Brown from Mondays to Fridays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on K1 FM. Enjoy that message. There are issues happening around us that tend to shape the destiny of our country and our lives. I need a person with those issues and their impacts. Join Insights Bible on K1 FM. Even informative and interactive, thought-provoking and stimulating political talk show that makes it deep into the political, social, economic, and developmental issues and bring them free, accurate, balanced, and credible analysis as well as reports from across other counties. This is Insights Bible with your host, Jackson Brown from Mondays to Fridays, 4 p.m. to 6 p.m. on K1 FM. Enjoy that message.
TGIF, thank God it's Friday in the city of Monrovia. And of course, we are here to talk about the issues that matter to our country, Liberia. And of course, we cannot stop talking about those issues. Those issues are pertinent to the growth of our country, Liberia. So it's just prudent enough to welcome you to the Friday's edition of the program Inside Liberia. It comes your way every weekday from Monday to Friday. I am your presenter, Morris Desmond. And of course, today we end a little bit earlier to give way to the program, The New Beginning, that comes on your radio at 5:30. So yeah, today we end a little bit early, so we end at 5:15. Yeah, so for now until 5:15, we have a lot of things to talk about. And at 5:30, we welcome the program, The New Beginning. So my brother and friend Vanessa Drinion, a very strong supporter of ours who always watch and follow our shows, is watching from Nuku Town. Of course, thank you so much, my brother. Share the video and invite others to join the broadcast. It's very, very important. Those of you on the social media, if you want to join us via social media on Facebook, just log in Care Communications Network, Care Communications Network on Facebook, and of course, you will have us live on your screen, and then you can definitely leave your comments right on the live stream, on the live feed, and we will have them read out for you. Your recommendations. And so, good afternoon, good morning, wherever you are and however you're listening, and whatever part of Liberia or across the ocean you are. So, like our hard-working team in the United States of America, Mr. Kishen, the General, George, and CEO himself, and his darling wife, Mr. and Mrs. Kier. Yeah, so it's wonderful to be here on a Friday. So my right hand salute to our team in the United States, our sponsors, and those of our people who are keeping this stream alive. And this station is owned and operated by the Care Humanitarian Foundation. They are the owners of Care Communications Network, Care 95.9. So all of the guys and all of our big people working along with the CEO to make this dream come true, my right hand salute to all of you. And of course, in the near future, maybe by next week, we'll start to ask
Mr. Flomo to give us contacts of people who have benefited from the Kia Humanitarian Foundation. And now we can bring them on to tell their stories on how Mr. Christopher Kia has been able to impact their lives. This man is magnificent. He's giving out to everyone he can reach out to. That's the kind of person he is, a humanitarian. And so Mr. Christopher Kia is the dream and the vision bearer right here. And so he alone cannot do it. He has a team, a very tight team, along with him there in the United States and the team on grounds. Talking about Mr. Flomo as well. And the rest of the team right here, making this dream to live and not to allow it die. So we start to bring people on the radio to tell their stories. I know people whom have been rebuilt. Some people have enjoyed scholarships, payment of school fees. I mean, at a crucial time where school fees have become a nightmare to many parents, Mr. Christopher Kia has come in to help parents. Yeah, too many things are happening in the country. Yeah, so and this humanitarian foundation has been able to help a lot of people. So yeah, we will work along with Jefferson. We are in Mr. Flomo to bring some of these people on the radio. Yeah, let them tell their stories. Other people could be inspired by the help of this wonderful, illustrious son of the soil, Mr. Christopher Key, and his wonderful parents up there in the United States. So yeah, until 5:15 this afternoon, we have a lot to talk about. We have a lot of things to talk about. My name is Morris Desmond Brown, of course. I'm your humble presenter. I'm here until 5:15. And I'm here, and not alone. George, where is my able producer? Sorry, my able producer, making sure that your screen is crystal clear. Thanks to George. And it is wonderful to be here. Shortly, we go around the world. We take few news, bit and pieces of news right on this radio. We'll take war news and we'll come to the continent of Africa, and then we'll come to talk all of the ruling issues right here on 95.9. So all you need to do now is to tell a friend, and a friend can tell another friend. So please leave your comments on the live stream. Those of you who do not know how to get us live on Facebook, just type in Kia Communications Network. That's KEAR Communications Network. And don't forget to follow the page. Follow us on all our social media platforms. Follow us on Instagram. Follow us on Twitter. Follow us on the YouTube. And on Facebook, you can follow us, Kia Communications Network. So don't forget and hit the like button as well. Like whatever we do, just hit the likes button. Yeah, just hit them. If you can hit them 50 times, hit it. So shortly we go to the world. We go around the world to just get some bit and pieces of news for you. So this is where we go next. Let's go. Yeah. A wonderful Friday afternoon in the nation's capital, Monrovia. Let's get you bit and pieces of news from around the world. This news you can use. Today is the 23rd date of the month of August, and the year is 2024. Let's look at a few news right here. Australian court rules in landmark case that asks, what is a woman? The transgender woman from Australia has won a discrimination case against a woman only on social media app after she was denied access on the basis of being a male. The federal court found that although Rolex Tycho had not been directly discriminated against, but she was a victim of indirect discrimination, which refers to when a decision disadvantages a person with a particular attribute in order the app to pay her 10,000 plus costs. It's a landmark when it comes to gender identity, and at the very heart of the case was the ever more continuous question: what is a woman? In 2021, Teco downloaded Diggle for Girls, an app marketed as an online refuge where women would share their experiences in the state and a safe space where men were not allowed. In order to gain access, she had to upload a selfie to prove that she was a woman, which was assessed by gender recognition software designed to screen out men. However, 7 months after successfully joining the platform, her membership was revoked. We jump down to Africa. Let's look at hidden pieces of news from Africa for you. Armed men killed at least 13 farmers in Nigeria, in a Nigerian conflict region. Armed men killed at least 13 farmers during an attack in the north-central Nigeria, a local official said. No group immediately claimed responsibility for the killings that took place on Wednesday in the state of Niger. Akilu Aseyi, a local government official, told the local radio station Crystal FM that headers and kidnappers are suspected in the attack. He suggested the farmers were killed for providing information to intelligence agency about the movement of the gunmen. North central Nigeria has been plagued by fights for control over water and land between nomadic hiders and rural farmers. The violence has killed hundreds in the region so far since this year. That's all we have for you on the hidden pieces of news from around the world. When I come back to Liberia to talk about the ruling issues that really do matter to our country, Liberia. So yeah, too many things to talk about. Just too many of them to talk about. Our country, we will continue to talk about our country, and it's very important, very important to talk about our country. We can only hope for a better Liberia. And of course, we cannot be left out of the decisions of our country, and cannot be left out of the decision making of our country. So several things are happening in the country. Several press releases have come out. Several of them they've come, and we will try to read them. We'll try to read them out for you. We'll try to read some of the press statements that have come out of yesterday's unwarranted disturbance in the city. We'll read some of those press statements for you. And the intent of reading those press statements is to make sense out of some of them, because they are notable organizations and people who have released different statements. Different statements been able to come out in what yeah different statements have been able to come out. We can only say we can do it. So so I've been trying to talk with the guy from the Nukuta Inn. We've been able to talk with a few of them, and we thought we could bring somebody from the office of the governor, Mr. Robert, the impacto governor. Let me use the word impacto governor because still yet not clear as to whether he's going to continue to stay on as governor of the borough of Nukuta. So we spoke to a few of them, and I think they're a little bit shy from the radio because there are too many things happening behind the scenes, and we think that they don't want to be in the public glare for now, and we cannot hold them responsible for that. But what we have gathered so far, we are also going to display that. And George, you need to come. Let's start to roll out this thing. We're about to some of the pieces of work we have for you to look at, and we'll make sense out of some of the things we're about to do. I got a communication there. I need to show you a specimen of it. Let me show you a specimen of it. See, did I get it right? Yeah. Okay, this one that I have that has the this one. Yeah, you can show that. There's a small piece added to it. There are two, so just put the both of them there. We can read them out, everything for our people. And the reason why we're doing this, Beatrice here, Coley, is watching us from her little corner. She said, "Yeah, Beatrice here, Coley is watching us from her little corner." Thank you so much. Thanks for watching us. Yeah, there you go. That one, and the little piece is there as well. Find a little piece and add it to it. Okay, so let's read this one first. This one, we're going to read it verbatim. So this one says, it is the Local Government Act. Why are we so particular about the Local Government Act? We're so concerned about what is happening in the borough. The borough of Newtown is a very, 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 very peculiar place to me. Why? Because it's very historic. That place is very historic. And so when there are issues happening in the borough, I'm so particular. I do not live in the borough. I've not lived there before. But here is what the Republic of Liberia Governance Commission, Local Government Act, an act to repeal. Some of you on the social media, you're watching us, you can read with us. An act to repeal the local government law consisting Title 20 of the Liberian Code of Laws revised to establish in its tier the new Title 20 to be known as the Local Government Law of Liberia, and to amend Chapter 25, Ministry of Internal Affairs of the Executive Law, and Chapter 4, Administration in the county area of to sustain national policy on decentralization and local governance of Liberia. Now, this is where the real meat is, the little one. This is where let's upload that one for you. Okay, this one will clearly read. Okay, good. It says here, nullification of existing statutory districts, city, townships, and borough. So in this act, you will get to know as to whether the repealed law does apply to the borough or not. So we'll read it verbatim for you. As of the entry into force of this act, all statutes creating statutory districts, cities, townships, and boroughs, except for the statute creating the borough of Nukuta. So, meaning this law, the new law, does not affect the leverage or leverages that have been established of Nukuta. So, in the old law, it says that before you become governor, you must meet the what? The acquiescence, or you should meet the acquiescence of the 6 nominating districts, right? Good. Let's see what other laws spoke about it. It said the borough is exempt, except for the statute creating the borough of Yukutown are hereby nullified, but each shall have the right to petition the legislature for clarification and chartering in accordance with criteria and requirements defined by law. Now, so the borough still enjoys that privilege that have been given to them to have freedom, that the elders can be the one to nominate amongst their kinsmen and forward the name of that person to the president. So they say all the other people will repeal them, but the borough of Nukuta still maintain her status. What the seniors law that is hard to understand, that people have to turn it upside down and this, that. That's what I said the other day. The leadership, and then where leadership comes in. Then where leadership comes in. One would think that Rabatier should liaise with the others. If even the president wants Rabatier to be appointed, he can be appointed. Once the president wants it. But I think the issue at hand is about respectability. And to have respect. The others probably want that respect. And so they're so much concerned about wanting that privilege to them before to stay with me that they should enjoy it. So this borough thing should be laid to rest. Now, what is happening there? The president is in the wrong, and it must be made clearly. That is why I'm putting these things on the screen, that you will see them and you read them along with us. You read them along with us, right? Good. So the borough issue, to some extent, I think that leadership should come in. Let the president or the minister of internal affairs convene a meeting with the elders, sit down with them, hear their plights, and find a way out. Or else, every day there will be small noise in the borough, and you will not want a government that keep on the mantra of delivering the Liberian people from abject poverty, a government that keep on the mantra of changing Liberia's look, a government that spoke highly about the rule of law, a government that spoke highly of lifting Liberians out of poverty. You don't want a government that spoke highly of integrity. The government was so particular about integral issues. You don't want that kind of government to come to power and you have spillage of violence everywhere in the country. You don't want that. So the best thing the government can do is to continue to engage with the people, And I'm also told that the police has forwarded over 18 persons to court for yesterday's riot. What is my take on this? My take on this, just don't go too far. Yeah. My take on this, you see, our country, this country needs prayer. And I know why I'm saying this. The country needs very serious prayer. 90 persons are being forwarded to court. From what I saw yesterday, the police was rioting as well. I mean, this is no muttering of words. I'm not going to mutter my words on this one. There are videos, evidence to prove that the police had rats and throwing in the headquarters of the CDC as well. So wherein the rioting, if these people were being held and they're being held for, where does the police stand on the matter that some of their officers were seen throwing rats in the fence of the CDC as well? You know, the reason why people say police is because you have gone through the ranks and file. You've gone through the trainings. You know exactly what to do, what not to do. You know the do and don'ts. And so you know how to manage. You know how to manage. But I think portion of what happened, the police could not manage some things yesterday. The police could not manage. Some videos that I saw lately suggest that the police entered the fence of the CDC as well. I saw that video. The police entered the fence of the CDC. That was intrusion. That was intrusion. And the reason why we are talking about this today is because there are new emerging evidence that have come up. These new emerging evidence that have come out, they must be given to the public. The public needs to know where we are. Am I against people accounting for what they do? No. If people are found in bad doings, they must face the law. They must face the law. But the government of Liberia released a statement. George, you need to come a little bit. The government released a statement, and I want to get you the statement. George, you need to come, please. So that letter is also there. I want you to put the government of Liberia statement by the government of Liberia. Let's put it right on the screen. This network is getting really, really crazy. Getting really, really crazy. This one, I got Nick up on it. Yeah. Then from there, we'll read the ANC. From there, we'll read the ANC. Go up, go up, go up, go up. Right. Come down one step. Okay. That is just it right there. Yeah. Okay. Let's put it on the screen for you. So, okay. There you have it. Can we make it a little bit bigger? Yep. Okay. I don't know whether I'll be able to read this entirely, but I will try. So we have to run quickly with it. Just for you that do not have it, this statement is coming from the Ministry of Information, the official mouthpiece of the government. Mohammed Liberia Thursday, that was late yesterday evening, and this one came up. Early this morning, the Liberia Drugs Enforcement Agency, the LDA, in an attempt to execute a search and seizure warrant at an identified property in the small town community around the Bernal Beach vicinity, receiving resistance from some community dwellers or members, and led to the LDA personnel. The LDA personnel pulled out of the community. As a result of the resistance, several LDA personnel sustained injuries and are currently being treated at the George Memorial Hospital. After the LDA pulled out, individuals believed to be members of the Congress for Democratic Change blocked the flow of traffic, setting roadblocks, lighting tires, and that planting stones at vehicles and pedestrians on Tottenham Boulevard near the party headquarters. Several vehicles were damaged, and innocent citizens as well as law enforcement officers were injured by rocks thrown from the direction of the party headquarters. To restore law and order, the Liberia National Police swiftly intervened. The Joint Security also uh, states categorically clear that no lethal weapon was used. The government clarified that NDA search and seizure exclusion was not intended for, nor did it target the headquarters of the CDC. The Joint Security affirms its commitment to the rule of law and protection of our democracy or democratic principles. The security forces will continue to perform their duties with professionalism and integrity, ensuring that individuals enjoy their rights in a safe environment. The government also urges everyone to refrain from violence and carry on what their normal activities. In order, in another development, the government of Liberia attention has been drawn to a story published in today's edition of the Front Page African newspaper, and blah, 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 where they say to raid or not to raid. The government of Liberia categorically denies that it or any of the agency ever requested or sought to obtain a warrant to search and seize the home of former President Weah. The government emphatically states that the story published in the newspaper about a supposed conviction or warrant or of arrest to be issued, they would derive from the Ministry of Justice. Front Page Africa did not seek any verification of the story from the Ministry of Justice. Additionally, the legal advisor has not sought nor been involved in any warrant contrary to the FP story. The government of Liberia has called on Front Page Africa to retract and correct their sensational and unverified publication, as it will lead to a dangerous national security situation. Now, this is what the government have said. The government said Front Page Africa did not do due diligence and blah, blah, blah. In fact, they have explained the situation that led to the altercation between the CDC. But I have this letter. I go. It just in confirmation to when I finish reading all of these letters, then we'll come to have small conversation and then we'll open the lines for you. We'll soon end, don't worry, so you can have your say on some of the issues. Just this one, I look green, the greenish one. Yeah, good. Yeah, let's see whether we can put it up. This one is, at the end of the letter, the government said, at no point in time that they are seeking the arrest of anybody and this, that. But this letter that I'm about to read from the asset recovery team is right on your screen. Some of you can look at it. It's right there. The government, through the asset recovery team, is requesting police officers. We'll read that letter again for you. This is what we do at Care Communications Network. We do not go talking issues that we do not know. We talk issues with facts. I learned from my brother Costa. I say we go for anecdotal evidence. Those evidence that are very concrete that I won't get. So let's read this one quickly because we don't have the lot of time. This one will give me a little bit of time to read it because the way it's being colorful. So is the asset recovery and retrieval team, blah, 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 blah. They say this one was addressed to Honorable Gregory W. Coleman, Inspector General of the National Police, Capitol Hill, Monrovia, Liberia, August 14, 2024. In this letter, Mr. Mr. Councillor Edwin Clark-Martin said, "Dear Honorable Inspector General, I extend to you my profound compliments and wish to officially inform you that the Asset Recovery and Property Retrieval Task Force, the AREPT, has moved to its official head office situated in the compounds of Golden Key, Kingrave Community, Pinsville City, Maserado County. Predicated upon the scope of the mandate, I respectfully request an assignment of 7 ERU officers of the Liberia National Police for the provision of security as we implement our mandate in line with the authority granted to us by the Executive Order 126. Honorable Director, realizing the high risks associated with persons with whom our investigations will be involved, I am under the obligation to raise this concern for your prompt and timely consideration. Meanwhile, you are officially welcome to our head office at the time, at your convenient time, blah, 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 blah. Honorable IG, please accept the assurance of my highest esteem. Respectfully, Councillor Edwin Clark-Martin, Chairman, Asset Recovery and Retrieval Committee. There you have the letter. Folks, this letter is crystal clear that Edwin Clark-Martin is saying that those he is supposed to meet or those he's supposed to investigate that have government assets are dangerous people. This is what he said in the letter. He said there is a high risk. Now, the first thing the asset retrieval and asset recovery team or whatsoever should be doing is that you must first outline all government assets. What are the assets that government had before this government came to power? I mean, and government of the CDC, now that's what I'm talking about. How many government assets were there? How many were disposed? How many left? Who have government assets that we can account for and say, yeah, this person has government assets? These are things that must be documented. That is, the asset recovery team should not just jump in the street, and that is exactly what they started that brought a complete disgrace on the asset recovery team. They did not check. They did not sit down to do a cross analysis to know what are the assets that are outside government that are still in possession of former government officials. Now, when you do that SWOT analysis to know how many assets are out there and in the hands of who, you publish those needs. In fact, you should officially write these people and say, you are in possession of government property. We gave you an ultimatum of this time to return all the law. So Edwin Clark-Martin should not be taking police officers with him to be going to harass people because they get access for government. That's not what the law says. The law is saying when people get property for government, you must carry police officers to harass them. Because if you carry 7 ERU officers to go to somebody's house, that's harassment. You must exhaust all of that what we get in our legal jurisprudence, we get something we call due process. Even if you carry a man to court, the court will specifically be asking for due process. The court will be saying, did this person get the due process that he or she deserves? So that due process is something that is accorded to every man. So if a man got access for government, the asset recovery team with the power, and know that an executive order lasts for only 1 year. I know when they appointed, I think I have to do that research to know when they were appointed and when their time comes to an end. So After 1 year, that executive order expires and that thing is out. But here is it. If somebody is in possession of government's assets, man, it's just good enough for you to write the person and say, hey, we through our investigation, that is why the president did not go looking for ordinary people. He didn't come for me as a journalist to say, can I be on the asset recovery team? He found a very, very inclined lawyer, a very inclined counselor who knows the law. So he said to him, this is the asset recovery team. So you don't expect the president to be coming to tell you, do your job the way you're supposed to do it. And the way I'm seeing it, police officers being assigned to go for access to people homes. No. Listen, it's easy. Any time I didn't need to hey to be running young people with police officers. All these things can breed tension. All you need to do is to know who got government assets in their possession, write the person officially from the asset recovery team, and say, through our investigation, we have noticed that you have 4 cars or the horse you built on a Rafi highway that government money you use. We are using court to, in fact, seize the property first. Afterward, you'll be invited to the court where we'll use all the evidence that yes, you use government money to build these houses or use government money to buy these cars. Then, after which, when the court rules, the court say, hey, from the case filed before us, Mr. X, all of the money you used to build that house, that government stole it from, so it is now the property of government. All any crime I'm doing now, that to take police officer now to go, and because the court, once the court start to confiscate the property, the court will assign sheriff and police officers. So not every crime I'm going to look for police officers, and the court will send the sheriff and the police officer to go and confiscate the property. Why is all of it? I mean, what all the councilors just gave me a hard time? Why? The other man, that my own and big brother and councilor Finlay Kanga. He's the head of the office of the ombudsman. Trust me, this man have taken neck Wyatt Bo head. I mean the head of Wyatt. Why is he? Jay Boto to court for the test leak. Why test leak? The mouth test leak. Oh my God. There are more grievous things that are happening in government that requires the office of the ombudsman to get involved than a test leaking. From the day where small boys in the town, why test been leaking in Nigeria, why test can leak. In other countries, it can leak. Does that concern? I mean, is it so concerning for the office of the ombudsman? Was the test not giving over? The test not giving over. The students retook the test. There are more concerning things. Mr. Dukley at the Freeport of Monrovia turned his office into a bar, a local bar. They were dancing on his birthday. They opened club at the Freeport of Monrovia. The office of the ombudsman asked Mr. Dukley, why is he turning government facility into a club? We need to be honest with some of the things we say. We need to be honest with some of the things we do. If we must this country far, if this country must move, at this zenith, at this peak, we must be very decisive about the things we do and the things we say. It doesn't make the LPRC similar thing happen. The office was turned into a club. That is where the office of the ombudsman comes in. Oh, he needed all the grievous violations and running after a wire boss, because test leak. And the court has subpoenaed. The court has ordered the wire boss to appear and explain why the test leak, why mathematics test leak. I do not have issues with it. If it is in his line to call these people because test leak and it may be it costs government money and other things, and it is, I do not have issue. It should not be they fight with the whole thing about the office of the ombudsman and the code of conduct should not be selected. It should not be selected. We must We cannot sit back and in our country, there are few people who say and determine who they want to chase after and who they want to let go free. So the office of the ombudsman cannot tell me he did not see videos of Dukley, Mr. Dukley, at the Freeport of Monrovia, turning his office into a local bar. You can tell me he see that video. Is he not a public servant? Is he not a public official? He is a public official. Is that premises or that facility not a government facility? It is a government facility. Must that happen on the grounds of a government facility? No, it is against the code of conduct. Who comes in? The office of the ombudsman. And that is why my good friend and brother, Wakanga, must not just be selected about who he goes after. Josiah Joker is here relieving people of their job for no reason. Has the office of the ombudsman invite Mr. Josiah Joker to tell him that, hey, the code of conduct provides that a public servant must conduct his or herself in the most hilarious and very conducive way that portray a good image of the government. And with Josiah Joker's attitude, he's embarrassing the government. If nobody in this town can muster the courage to say that he's embarrassing the government, he's embarrassing the government of Ambassador Joseph Newman Boakai, president of the country. He's embarrassing this man's government. Every day, noise another place, noise another place. Have they not seen all of these violations? Mama Kabelete jumping into yellow machine. In fact, there is a clear conflict of interest. Josh, come, let me upload something quickly. Come, let me upload something. We'll soon take course. We'll soon take course. Let me upload something. I want you to see something very well. Let me say good afternoon to my good friend and brother, Cornelius Dormo. He's probably listening via the radio or so. He said, brother, I'm with you today. Thanks for the program. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, my dear brother, Dormo. Thank you so much. The one that got the, let me show you something. Just, okay, that one. Yeah, put it there. Mama calculated. Good. You get, don't go. I got. Those of you on the social media, I want you to Google, those of you who got internet phone, Google Goma Groups of Company, Guma, Goma Groups of Company. The Goma Group of Company is a South African-based company, but they are in most of the countries. Do you know that Mama Kabelete is the Liberia representative to this group, Goma Groups of Company? Of course she is. I mean, this is it. You can see it. Mama Kabelete, representative, Liberia representative. So this is double dealing. Mama Kabelete cannot be in government and she stay. This is double dealing. And it is against the code of conduct. Why is the office of the ombudsman so quiet? The office of the ombudsman, why are they so quiet? This letter or this cover letter I got was designed and sent to Mama Kabelete. You remember Guma Group of Company? These are the people that gave the yellow machine. Oh, okay. We're getting somewhere now. Listen, I got one there where I Google Guma Group of Company and you can see their vision, their mission, and everything. It was a screenshot. You can go down a little bit. What is it? Is it that? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Good. This is Guma Group of Companies. You can go it, and you'll see all the things they do, their CEO and everything. Mama Kabelete is the representative for Guma Groups of Companies in Liberia. A lady who should be in government, right? She's the deputy, I mean, she's assistant minister for, I know, minister of state, or she's minister of state with our portfolio. This lady is all around the government. She's just creating news. She's getting her hands into all kinds of things. And nobody got the courage to say to this woman that she's doing the wrong thing. The office of the ombudsman, they're not coming in to tell her that you cannot be holding government position and be a representative of a company that got interest to invest in Liberia. That is conflict of interest. Why are these people saying it? You think we say that here and we not allow these things to be said? We will say it. And don't forget, Councillor Finlay Kanga is a very good friend of mine. A very good friend. But what is happening is like running after people who you got no business to run after. You leaving the real people. Mr. Sekou Dukle, the NPA boss, have birthday party in the face of the NTA, NPA. Code of conduct for public officials. Why aren't we going after the managing director of the National Port Authority for keeping that place, like a small bar, people get dancing and clapping and doing all kinds of things. I guess drinking alcohol as well. We should be holistic. We should be very holistic and practical. We should be very practical in the things we do and say. It's not about just chasing somebody. Okay, you told why boss to court. The first person you told to court was who? The National Elections Commission boss. Okay, that case ended. You don't know why. After that, you did not see the violation at the NPA, the National Port Authority, when they had a birthday party. It is against the code of conduct. In fact, it is spelled out in the code of conduct that no government official should use the premises of a government to do party or to have anything for personal use. Even your car, by right, after working hour, your car that you're using as a government assigned car after working hour, it must be parked. Government cars should not be seen to clubs. They should not be seen to clubs after working hours. Are they area to all of that? No. But the office of the ombudsman is very selective in what they're doing. So they need to work on. So Mama Ability is Liberia's representative of Guma groups of companies. Is it not a violation? It is a violation. She can be in government or a ministerial position as Minister of our portfolio for Ministry of State in the office of the president, and then she's the representative of Guma group of company, the people who they said they were getting the yellow machine from. That is unacceptable. And this woman is just into all kinds of deals. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's saying anything. Nobody's talking. Let me say, go back to something. Let me recognize our own Jonathan, the incoming fellow governor. Yeah, the man is watching from his comfort zone. She has said, "Thank you so much, my dear brother," and that's our own colleague. So yes, the government must be very decisive on what she wants and some of the things she wants to see happen. Now, do I have something else to talk about? Too many things we wanted to talk about, but we couldn't. Now, the last one is that it's a very sad news. Upload this one for me quickly. Let me take a few calls. Upload this one for me. The one with not the ANC, that ANC response, and also maybe we'll deal with it on Monday. This one, I got the, no, not that one. Got the, okay, the World Bank stuff. So the World Bank, show it. So that's it. Okay, the World Bank freezes Liberia access to funds over unsettled debt. So if you read the story in depth, go to the next one. And Lena Dodu was the one who did this story. So another write-up is there. Let me see that. Yeah, that's it. Good. So it said the World Bank has suspended Liberia access to crucial funding after the country defaulted on its payment for the country defaulted on its payment obligation for 60 days. a move that would derail development projects just as the government grapples with austerity measures and a recast national budget. The suspension was the suspension which began effective on August 15, 2024, halts Liberia from withdrawing funds under active credits, project preparation, facility advances, institutional development funds grants, and other loans and grants managed by the World Bank. The World Bank say Liberia, under this government, has not been able to pay what it's supposed to pay, and so the fizzy government, the government will not credit from them, will not take money from them until otherwise order. This is coming at a time where we have bad rules. Our rules are bad. Our rules are very bad. We have bad rules condition. And right here where we have yeah, right here where we have Bourgeois Island, right? Coming to town, it's terrible to come. The roads are damaged. Is this a good news that we should celebrate? No. No Liberian in their own right now should celebrate this news that what they're saying, our government can take money from them. It is like good news. No Liberian should celebrate this. No Liberian should celebrate this. No Liberian should celebrate it. It is not a good thing to celebrate. It is not. And it will not be good today. It will not be good tomorrow. So we have talked several things here. Let's give you the opportunity to be a part. It's already 5 o'clock. We will soon be ending. So we can take your calls quickly. Some of you who want to be a part of the program, we've talked several things. Those of you on the social media, you want to call us via WhatsApp. Our WhatsApp number is George. You did not pin the WhatsApp number, but it's okay. We can say WhatsApp is there. Okay. So, but let's call the local lines. You can call us up now and have your say on some of the issues. 0772 758 958, 0772 758 958, or 088 0886 086 393184, 086 393184, or 0772 758 958 are the numbers you can call to be a part of the program inside Liberia on Kia Radio 95.9. And we give you the opportunity to speak your mind some of the issues that we have spoken about. Nobody in their right mind should be happy because our government can credit from the World Bank. It is a bad thing, and nobody should pray for it. Nobody should think that it is a good sign. It is not a good sign, and we cannot pray for it. Let's go to the line and start to pick your calls. This person. Good evening.
Good evening, my dear brother, my brother and friend.
Good evening, Domo. Let's hear you, my dear brother.
My brother, thank you very much, my dear. Reading our people so much we follow you because it's really equivalent to what you say. You go deeper into what you say, you can give it, and you give the evidence. You know, they say this thing over and over and over, like something that I say, wow, what? Now everything is repeated at the post. Chemical and what you see at. You know, and when that thing was happening, we went to the food island and bought 2,000 men. You will not be, I'm telling you to say, you probably have the video I'm saying it. There are some of others that killed. There are some others that killed because of that. There are some documents we were having to discuss it, and we couldn't forget it.
Oh, you can call us back, Domo. Sorry. It was actually a fault from me. I'm so sorry. You can call us back, but those of you who want to be a part of the program, call us up on. Let's take this person.
Yeah, sorry about that. That thing that is important to us, and you already have things that is not important. It's going to be to put that thing down on the fire. See what's just very considered about the work. It's troubling.
Of course, it is.
Now, so the doctor got bridge to just go to Jordan and better. You will take someone in. If you use the other car, your car will stop. all the country, what's the using?
Mhm.
Coaching is going down. You know, that's what has us cut up. The government, the important thing is you need to put the feet down and the policy to Labredo. Because
Okay.
please, tell him my brother for the show. Tell my brother, I'm going to follow the show too,
Thank you so much, my dear brother, Cornelius Stonewall. You can do the same 0772758958, 0886393184 are the numbers you can call to be a part of the program inside Liberia on Care Radio 95.9. We're right uh, seated around the BTC barrier, right opposite the BTC barrier, just in the Radical Market. We are right here in bringing to you live. Those of you who want to be part of the program, of course, you can just call us up on 0772 or 0886 are the numbers to call to be a part of the program inside Liberia on Kia Radio. Let's take this person. Good afternoon.
Where is the care radio station?
Let's say you put it in.
I'm literally calling you from the J78.
Let's say Mr. Koya, you've become a regular listener.
Yeah, I'm very listening just now, but I work in teaching. So you're telling me that you few more into the government,
Well, I can't tell.
I'm going to one or two billion. So, I was telling money. And when I tell you money, get money, I need a country. And I say, I'm going to budget. So, I'm talking about it, going to get a position to get money over there. Why go raise around, make a position who will grant the deal there? Making residents out in the opposition. And what the president will go out tomorrow for the or
The president, no, the president will not be here for Friday.
you hope that the operator they
Okay. You can have your say on some of the issues we can have here. So the country, we all got to pray for Liberia. Liberia will be on the path. Every government will have a rough time. Apparently, this government is going through a rough moments, and we can only pray that it gets better. When it gets better for all of us. Nobody should pray for the country to go down because I mean, hardship and turbulent times do not come for particular people; they come for the entire citizenry. So, if you pray for this government to fail, you yourself will face difficulties. So all of us need to pray for the success of the government. 0772758958 is the orange number, 0772758958 or 0886393184 are the numbers you can call to be a part of the program inside Liberia on Kia Radio 95.9. And we are going to end at 5:15 to give ways for another show that comes on this Friday. It's called The New. Will be produced right here from straight from the United States. And, you will have it right on your radio. So let's take few calls before we end up our time. 0772758958 or 0886393184 are the numbers you can call to be a part of the program right here on Care Radio 95.9. We also we want to encourage you to do business with us. Those of you who have your products, you have your businesses, and it's been stagnated for the past years. It's time to revive your business. We can give your business that meaning that it needs and it desires, and we can do it. Just trust us. Come to us. We can give you our cheapest rate, and you can advertise with us as well. Have announcements and whatever. Come to us. Our station is open for business. To us. Let's take a few more of your calls. 0772 758958 or 0886 5:15 we give waves. By 5:30, the program, uh, the new beginning, will be right on this radio for you. And we're hoping that the producers will be here to make sure that that program is produced on this radio. So again, we should not pray for the downfall of the government. We are only concerned about how things should run. Yeah, we do not owe loyalty to any political party. We talk the issues that matter, and we will only continue to press and do those things that matter because it is important. Yeah, Liberia depends on all of us. We should condemn violence like others have already started doing. Let's condemn it in spite of where it comes from. Let's condemn it. Let's condemn violence because if we condemn violence, we will continue to live in our country the best way we can live. If we continue to heal people doing the wrong thing and we heal them, our country will deteriorate. Our country will retrogress. Nobody wants to see a society that is retrogressing. So again, Liberia is all we have. Let's continue to keep the peace of our country. And by next week, we're hoping to bring in guests on the show. We're hoping that we can bring in other people to share their experiences on several things concerning the country. But if you still want to be a part of the program, call us up on 0772 758958 or 0886393184 are the numbers you can call to be a part of the program. Inside Liberia on Kia Radio 95.9 with me, your humble presenter, Maurice Desmond Brown. Josh Wade is here. He's able, able producer. And shortly, we will take our leave and be back on Monday for a fresh edition of the program. Uh, but at 5:30 is the program, The New Beginning. Folks, until then, let's keep the peace of our country. Let's continue to love Liberia. Let's continue to think Liberia. Our country will get better. And we know it's not going to be something that we can't have our hands to do, but we all got to do it together. Our country will only get better when we have our hands on deck. Let's take this person before we go. Good evening.
Yeah, good evening. How you doing?
Well, thanks for asking. Let's hear you.
Thank you so much. My name is Bridget Barish. I call you from Liberia at JJ Ross for the market.
Let's hear you, my dear brother.
Yeah, I think some people are not really getting the issue about the work being correctly.
Okay.
It's that the government in Pew or have right now.
It's over the years, yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It's not the Baka government
No, no,
because
it's,
like grow into those that
mhm.
those that started saying early Johnson Salif, and the one of them is the George Manuel Williams and Iran. So they are asking now that the government has come and passed and we have not been able to pay them. To take the initiative as a government to be able to pay. But when we Baka get us a month, when we are in the system and bring all sectors of government and nothing will let it. So there is a huge amount of government is currently. So this is why people are crying, the country is hard, the no money is coming out. These are issues that the government is taking, but they will not come out saying it because people will begin to worry so happen. So war then is an integral part of our country. This is our country for the war aspect. So whatever a country have a problem, it is war to be able to subsidize our economy to make sure that we live for better. So if that thing can come to say that we're not giving money now and they say we're there, something that we need to worry about. So it's hard now that this government can friendly. All of those government officials that took money illegally from this country, I think we can generate some of that money. We can get more, but we get some to be able to country. Other than that, the next 6 years will live a very, very deplorable life, my dear brother, on a serious note. And will not be just a person, but will be the doing of past leadership. So thank you for giving me the time this evening.
Yeah, thank you so much. You are always welcome. Thank you so much for your thoughts. Yeah, he said it. Yeah, it is not just its government. The debt has been accrued. It's been accumulated from past governments. Uh, Georgia also incurred those debts. The debt stock is high and also. But again, it is not one government thing. It is all the government that need to something, because the people say government is continuity. So it is the United Party government that's in the driving seat. They need for to pay some of those debts so that they can have leverage to credit from the central bank. Until then, folks, I love you all. I keep the peace of Liberia. Liberia is all we need. Liberia is all we have, and we need this country. And then more